This video is called "What is Spina Bifida?" from the University of Michigan.
Spina bifida is a fairly common birth defect that occurs in 1 to 2 out of every 1,000 live births. What normally should occur early in fetal development, or the development of your baby, is the neural tube starts off as a flat plate of cells. And then around 6 weeks into development, that flat plate zips itself closes and forms the neural tube. Inside that tube, the nerves from our brain run down to our limbs, so to our arms and to our legs. And the neural tube forms a protective barrier so that those delicate nerves don't get damaged. In cases of spina bifida, also known as a neural tube defect, what happens is that zipping process doesn't go quite right. And there can be a gap in the neural tube that allows those delicate nerves to come out of the body, usually out of the skin, and they're damaged as in exposure to the amniotic fluid. When there is damage to those nerves, when the babies are born, we do surgery to repair the opening, but the nerves have usually already suffered some damage. As a result, people or babies with spina bifida or children with spina bifida usually have some degree of paralysis or the inability to use their legs to some extent. So some people with spina bifida will undergo surgery and have a limp or need some sort of help with bracing. Other people with spina bifida will use a wheelchair. So there's some degree, but usually no matter when we are able to do surgery, there's some damage to those nerves.
That's unfortunate.
Spina bifida can happen in any pregnancy to any woman. We know there are some risk factors that can make a pregnancy at higher risk to have a baby with spina bifida, and those include moms who are diabetic, when there's been a family history of other individuals with a neural tube defect, or some women on certain medications. But most of the time, spina bifida happens in a pregnancy where we didn't know there was a higher risk. And that's why we talk so much about folic acid. Folic acid is a B vitamin that we know helps reduce the incidence of spina bifida. Usually people get folic acid in their diet, but we recommend that any woman of any childbearing age take a vitamin that has 0.4 milligrams of folic acid. Because that neural tube closes so early in pregnancy, sometimes a neural tube defect has formed before a woman even knows she's pregnant. For women that we identify that are at higher risk to have a baby with spina bifida, we'll typically recommend more folic acid. So it's a good idea to talk to your OB if you're considering having a baby and think you have any risk factors that would increase the risk for this birth defect.
To see this video and then think about all the things that could have caused spina bifida. I don't know if my mother was on medication when she was pregnant with me. So I don't know what certain medications it would have been or if she was even on them. And she's no longer here with us. She passed away. But if she was here, I would ask her, was she on medications? And my mother wasn't diabetic, so I don't think being diabetic would be a cause. But I don't know if she took folic acid, though. Like how they said pregnant women should. I don't know if she took any. And and being that most people are not educated on things like spina bifida until it happens to them or happens to someone that they love, you don't know things that can prevent stuff like this. I know my mom smoked cigarettes, so I don't know if that really played a part. I feel like it did deep down inside, but I don't want to just put it all on her like that because that would honestly be messed up for me to do. So I'm not just going to say, oh, if she wouldn't have smoked or whatever. And I don't even know if she smoked when she was pregnant. Like I said, I was in the stomach. I didn't know what was going on. I know that a lot of people in my family smoke, so she could have possibly been around smoking. She probably smoked when she was pregnant and may have not known she was pregnant until after and then maybe quit. But by that time, it could have been too late. I don't even know if cigarettes can cause stuff like this. Cigarette smoking and being around smoking. I don't even know if that could cause birth defects like spina bifida. I know it can cause some type of damage to your child if you're pregnant, but I don't know if it'll cause spina bifida per se. The lady didn't say that. And in all the research that I did, I didn't see nothing about cigarettes affecting spina bifida specifically, you know. But I'm blessed though, man, because I was supposed to be a vegetable, as y'all know from other videos. I was supposed to be a vegetable, but I ended up being able to walk. I grew to a decent size of a man. I'm 230, 5'9". So I'm blessed, man. I'm very, very blessed. I'm not in a wheelchair like some people with spina bifida I know. I'm not dead like how they said I would be. They said I would die at a very, very young age, like a child. I'm dang near 30, man. I'm 27, so I'm blessed. And if you're watching this with spina bifida, you're blessed too. No matter what type of spina bifida you got, always keep that in mind. I just hit 358 subscribers. I love all y'all. You know, it's spina bifida month, so I'm gonna be dropping a video about spina bifida every day this month. You know, spina bifida awareness month. So I'm gonna try to do one every day regardless, even in November, December, January. I'm trying to keep it going as much as I can. So y'all bear with me, man. I love y'all.